Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the Abomination Goddess podcast. With me, as always, I have Casey Hulseth. She is the author of the Abomination Born series. It is a fictional portrayal of her real life experiences with the mystical realms. Her action packed books are full of lessons, insights, and calls for other Abomination Born folks around the world to start connecting, which is what we love to do each Wednesday on our podcast. She is an award winning public speaker, and I think that you will find by watching this podcast and reading her books that she just effortlessly draws her audience into her world, both in her books and on the stage. So, welcome, Casey. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you.
Yes. And I am Ashley Kim. I am the author of Villanera Goddess. It is a book that I wrote to help women on their journey to set boundaries, build confidence, and heal themselves. It is a very honest and open look at what I went through and the tools that I used to survive my villain era. I went through my journey alone, and I wrote this book so that you wouldn't have to go it alone. I will be riding the crazy roller coaster with you. So, yay!
Yay.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. We start the podcast by um, going right into our show and tell. So I will share my screen real quick. Do you want to go first?
Sure. You want to go to the handwritten one about the today's the full moon? Yeah. Just a reminder for everyone, today is Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. And at this morning Central Time, 7:19 a.m., it was the largest supermoon of the year. Yeah. And I
Yes.
was up like mega early this morning and I was looking at that moon and it really was spectacular. And if you see the moon on the horizon, that's when you get to see that giant moon because it'll be
Mm,
very, very, very close at that time.
yes. Yep. Gorgeous and so close.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, do you want to go to see what else, what other ones do I have on there?
Let's see, we have tarot, and then we have your broom. What you say when you're with your sweeping with your broom, and then we
Well,
have
let's go to the tarot. Yeah, let's
okay,
go to um
cute little
the
guy.
beaver. The beaver. Yeah. Uh, this was the card that came up for me, and the King of Cups in this tarot book by Lisa Robinson, she has the beaver as the King of Cups. And I thought it was so appropriate. Let me read. Uh, I've got a different page up right here. I'm going to read. Beavers have the ability to not only change the landscape around them, but to completely create a brand new ecosystem. So for me, that's saying that we have this ability to change everything around us. And I've always thought that uh, it just takes one person in a family system to spread this joy out and spread the awakening out to everyone. And so when the beaver came up, I was like, yeah, yeah, it just takes one. And they've said that like in the parts of Yellowstone and in different national parks, they've put beavers out where it had no water, and in no time at all they have water. Of course, you have to keep the beavers down. You can't have them overtaking everything because they can. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I love
one,
that. What a great
yeah,
King of Cups.
yes, yes, yes. So I always like it when the King of Cups comes up and when the beaver comes up.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
the way I do the tarot again is we're going through we go through the circle of the tarot, uh, 1 through 12, first. This is the way I do it. We go through it first, and then we go through it the second time. And so when we're in the cups section, which is for me, from 3 to 6, that area is 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock is the cups area. So the second time around, we're dealing with the king, the queen, the page, and the knight, and so the king would be at the end of that. And so
Mm.
you've finished your work your last time around. You finished on a major project, and so you're ready to spread this out. You're ready to
Mhm.
put your change out into the universe.
Yeah. Ooh,
You know,
that's
like the first time you
exciting.
went around, you tried really hard, but it was difficult. You're dealing with a whole lot of things, but by the time you get to the king, the time you come through it at the king, it means you're ready. It's
Yeah,
time.
it's time. Yes, and celebrate your hard work.
Yes, yes, it's time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to see you while you were explaining that, so I asked some shares again.
Let's see what else today. Oh, the sujolite.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Now, uh, different authors say that sujolite and the King of Cups are related, and I have to agree. So sujolite, I have it here. You can see my little purple. It's a little
Oh,
purple turtle, but
yeah, hold on. Let me, there.
you see it?
Oh, look at it.
Isn't it
Oh,
cute?
yeah, it's gorgeous. It matches your
Yeah.
background too.
Yes. Yes. I love sujolite. Uh, so so when we've gone through all the changes and we've been through a lot of pain. So Sujilite is taking us beyond the pain of the past and bringing us into our our true journey, what we're really going to do. So Sujilite is like it's healed it over. It's more than the Band-Aid's been on for a long time. You know, as we went around the circle the first time and you got wounded, even like looking at your past issues or whatever, you get wounded a lot. You've got a lot of Band-Aids all over yourself. Well,
Yep.
this by the time you get to the Nine of Cups and to the Sujilite, it it's okay. It's ready to
Yeah.
move on. Like it says, it helps you move on from painful situations and a protection stone. And so
Yeah.
instead of being a band-aid anymore, you've taken off the band-aid and you have new skin there. And it's new
Mm-hmm.
skin and you're purple.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. And I love that this one is a turtle with
I
the
know, isn't it?
protective shell. And yeah, I love
I
that.
know, I love turtles.
And how do you say the stone's name again? Sorry.
Sujilite.
Sujilite.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
at least that's how I say it. Sujilite.
Yeah. Ooh, I love that. What a good stone.
Let's see. Did I have anything else? What else do I have there?
Oh, the beaver moon. I'm sorry. I missed. Oh, wait, that was October's.
Uh,
Um,
no, that's this moon. That this full moon is called the beaver moon. Oh, yeah, let's go to that page. What's the spiritual meaning? Okay, the beaver moon in 2025 signifies preparation, hard work, and grounding before winter, reflecting the beaver's instinct to build lodges and store food. Isn't this interesting that I came up with the beaver tarot card and it's the
yeah,
beaver moon? I mean, I
yeah,
just can't get over how things are connected.
yes,
Uh,
yes. I love it.
yeah. So, so at this time of year, the men would go out and they would hunt, and this is the time that they would set their traps for the beaver.
Mm,
Al, my husband is a former trapper. He grew up in Minnesota, and so he trapped every year, and so this is
yeah.
the time that he would set out his traps.
Ooh,
And
I
he
did not
checked
know
them
that.
every
That's cool.
single day, every
Yeah.
morning before he get on the school bus.
Oh, that was so cool.
hmm hmm
Okay, you have one more here.
Oh, this is I think I've shared this before, but this is what I sweep with my broom. Uh, I send out light and love when I sweep, and I'll use a broom. If not, I use a feather. Just kind of any action or vacuum cleaner, whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
Um, so this is something that I say: what was done now is done. That was then is gone. With this broom, I sweep joy. I choose joy from now on. And
I love
it
it.
just it works. How do you
Yeah,
like how I spelled broom there? I'm so
yeah,
dyslexic. I had the O in front of the R, and so I had to quickly change that.
I get that. My Yeah, my hands and my brain don't always line up when I'm trying to write words out. Um, so I was thinking about this last night and doing this with my toothbrush because I've been trying to be more
Good
mindful. Like,
idea.
yeah, as I brush my teeth, I'm brushing off words I've said, words I've heard,
Oh,
anything
I
like
love
before,
that.
yeah, before I go to bed. And we've talked about, well, you've talked about even when you're washing your dishes or washing your hands.
Yes, yes,
But yeah, I was thinking, man, and so I did that last night. I was brushing my teeth. I'm like, I liked that, and I felt better going to bed. It really felt like I removed a layer of not just teeth grime, but just energy grime too.
right. I will do that. What a good idea.
Yeah, and I was thinking the word broom can be replaced with whatever it is,
Yes,
like my
yes,
toothbrush, which
yes,
sounds silly,
yes.
but yeah, so I love this. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, what else, how can I incorporate this? What other ways can I do that? And I've been trying to be more cognizant of my just daily routines and trying to turn them into rituals, and I feel like this is a
Yes.
good way to do it.
That's excellent. I will definitely incorporate that. I
Yeah.
will I always talk to the water when I brush my teeth.
Oh,
I put my
yeah.
hand over the water and I thank the water all the time. I'm
Yes.
so grateful to water. Oh my gosh, what would be
Yeah.
and especially, when the power goes out, we have no water because we're on a well.
Yep.
And
Mm.
uh I am so grateful to water.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. I need to express my gratitude more often to water than I do. But yes, that's a good reminder. Let's see. I think that was it for
I think
your
that's it. Yeah.
things. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that was fun. Okay, I will do this one first. I saw this on Facebook, and so I thought that was kind of cool. Last night and tonight, if you look up in the sky, you might be able to see a slow golden rain of firelights. And so let's see here. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. The Southern Torrids, is that how?
I think so, Torrids.
Okay. So it's a meteor shower and it's supposed to be hitting its peak. So, let's see here. I thought it said after midnight, under dark, clear sky. So city lights, I won't be able to see it. But if anyone else does, send me pictures. Look east or south.
Okay.
Relax and let your eyes adjust to the darkness. And so you might be able to see it a little bit more. And this is obviously computer generated, but yeah. So look up to the east and the south and see if you can see it if you're up after midnight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So oh,
I
I
love
just love
that. Oh,
anything like that.
I I just thought of something before I forget. Another thing that we have with change at this time of year is we had the time change.
Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we
Yes.
did. Yes, that time change. Oh my goodness. Yeah, lots of changes right now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so the other thing I have is I took this picture. I had to move my son's car the other morning and I saw these leaves on his back windshield and it was just such a fun reminder that there really is beauty everywhere. And I was enamored with the way that the frost lined the edges of the leaf. I thought it
Yes.
was just so pretty.
I
Um,
believe that's called hoarfrost, isn't it?
oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's called hoarfrost.
more frost.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, I think so. We get that here. I'm sure you get that up there too, where it bunches up and it looks like a cocoon around the base of the plant, and then it does this. It looks like doilies.
It does look like doilies. It is
Yes,
so pretty. I
it is
just
very
loved it.
pretty.
Yeah, so this was my little reminder to be more mindful and, keep my eyes open because there is beauty around us. We just have to go looking for it.
We had our first not not heavy frost. It was like in the 20s here.
Mm,
And so
yeah.
after that I can go out in the woods. And so I was down in the woods the other day moving things, picking up things that had flown into the yard that I don't dare go touch at the
Yep.
other time of the
Yep. Yep.
year.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have an area we're waiting. I'm gonna wait 5 days for frost and then we can start moving some things
Yes,
in our yard too.
yes,
I want to make
yes,
sure everyone's away for the
yes,
season.
yes.
Okay, so this is my other one of my other photos. So this is the one of the crystals that I got from Casey from Arkansas. And I've been meditating with it more often. And so it is really very vocal. And so like with crystals, they speak so many different languages at once, like with, visuals and patterns and all that stuff. But I did pick up, so some of it I'm like, whoa, that was beyond me. And it happens in it's like an instant, half a second. And so I'm still learning how to grab onto everything that I receive. But I did get that this one says it will help me with masculine energy, being stubborn, and with my goal setting, which I do need very much right now. And this crystal is like my new BFF. It wants to be everywhere with me. So, like, for example, at night, when I sit with my daughter in her bed, I will write my fiction book on my phone, and it, like, literally wants to be in my hand while I'm cupping the phone. So, anyway, we're best friends. We travel the house together. But yeah, I have really enjoyed once I had that one crystal talk to me, after that I was like, I think I get it now. And so now I've just been enjoying opening up to that. And yeah, so this is my little stubborn friend helping me.
It's wonderful. It's just I'm so glad that you've opened up to that. That's just
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
And you know,
And I love
the message of stubbornness, that's really, really important. To be stubborn for what you're working toward. You know,
yes.
that gives you the power to give yourself permission to say no to other things that are distractions.
Yeah, yeah. And I was cracking up because when I got that word, I was like, of course, this crystal came from Casey because you talk about stubbornness for joy, for, protecting,
Mm-hmm,
for everything, having that
mm-hmm,
stubbornness and
mm-hmm,
hanging on to it.
mm-hmm,
So I was
mm-hmm.
cracking up. I'm like, of course, one of Casey's crystals
Yeah.
would be talking about
Mm-hmm.
being stubborn.
Like you know, that I'm so stubborn to be who I am. I'm so stubborn, and,
Yes,
and
yes,
you know,
yep. And yeah, we have to
just
be.
try to change me.
I know. We got another thing coming. I love it. Okay, so the other two, I won't read all of this, but I had messaged Casey to ask if we wanted to talk about like traditions around this time of year, just in general, because there are some that come up that I've been starting with my family. And so when I had my kids, I started some of my own traditions, and then as I've grown, I've started new traditions, and um, and so I thought in my book, I have a chapter called Turning Home into Home. And then I have another chapter that is called You Are a Goddess and the Matriarch. And when I was thinking of traditions, my brain kind of put those chapters together because what I'm doing is I'm claiming, my family, I'm the matriarch, these are our traditions. But also, I got to thinking about it. And the traditions that I do bring me closer to my home and to my family. I'm building my cocoon in my community, each time I'm strengthening it. And so it made me think of my book and the fact that, man, those two chapters really going together of me deciding that I'm the one that makes the rules and then also having a house that I've woken up and that my energy is everywhere. It speaks to me and my traditions only make all that stronger. So I just wanted to share those um two chapters. If
Yeah,
anyone has the book, go back and read them.
yeah, I highly recommend for everyone to read your book. You introduce so many concepts to people who may not have had a chance to awaken to this deeper joy that we feel with connecting to the world around us. And you make the littlest details, just like you said this morning about brushing your teeth, and you're brushing away the words that you might have said. You bring up all kinds of things. It's
Yeah.
it's very good. I don't think that enough people have been exposed to what's real. And
Yeah,
your book
yeah.
is very gentle and very funny. And
Thank you.
you do a very good job of
Yeah.
bringing in the world that is real, the real world, not this goofy
Yeah.
stuff that people write
Right.
about, talk about,
Yes. Yep. Nothing performative at all. It's
right?
yeah, it's the dirty, embarrassing, but very gentle, loving truth of yeah, what I had to do to save myself and my family. So yeah, I don't know. I love that kind of stuff. And maybe it's because I did have to fight my way through all of that to figure out what I needed. And so that's why I really enjoy, like well, that's why I enjoy our podcast because I learned so many things from you, but then learning to take that and like you said, just brushing my teeth and brushing the words away, that's why we do our podcast. Like that's why we do what we do is because we are learning new things all the time and we are normalizing not fitting in with what everyone else is saying you should do or what everyone else is saying you should think. And we're doing what works for us. And I don't
And
know.
being that being in the real world, or like mom would say, we're the real people.
Mhm.
Uh, it can be very lonely
Yeah.
because there's, everybody else out there. There's just so many people out there that are just rushing around and they don't even notice anything.
Right.
And I understand that they can't see spirits or they can't talk to rocks. I understand that, but they don't have a reverence for the world. They
Yeah.
don't realize they're missing so much.
Yes,
And
definitely.
and
Definitely.
there we again we use our stubbornness to hold on to who we are and
Right.
not be swept away by them. And that's why I also like this the broom where what was done now is done. That was then is gone. With this
Yes.
broom I sweep joy. I choose joy from now
Yes.
on.
Yes. Yeah, it is literally, and I think this is what I like about that, like what you've written is it feels almost like a little mini portal where I get to say,
Yeah,
this is the line I'm crossing and what's done is done, and I'm going to cross this line and I choose joy after this. So I'm going to leave behind me anything that is bothering me,
right,
and so
right.
yeah, and yesterday was a very bad day for me. And I was using my broom outside and I could not think of any words to say. Like nothing was coming to me. But so I switched it instead of saying words into just doing a visual. And so I just visualized ripples of joy coming off my broom and sending it out. And that's it. And that's all I did. And so I was like, you know what?
That's enough.
That's all I'm
That's
getting
enough.
done today.
That the ripples coming up, the joy going up. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then yeah, today I'll be able to say the words, but yesterday it was my brain was just kind of locked in tight and I thought, well, I can always visualize. So that's what I did with my little broom.
If full moons are hard on me. They always have been. And last night, I was up at 3. I mean, there's why do I even bother trying to go to sleep during a full moon?
I
I mean,
know.
this was a super moon, and so the super moons are even harder. So I don't even know why I tried even bothered. I mean, why did I even
Yeah.
go to sleep? I, you know,
Yes. Yeah. No, I hear you. And yeah, this full moon for me, and I went to bed feeling like it's like a metamorphosis or something. Like it was hard. And it was one of those things where I had to go to bed knowing that, I had to leave the past in the past, but go to bed knowing here's everything of today that just makes me want to hide under my bed and vomit. And,
yes,
it,
yes.
but it was nice to have a ritual where I could step out of that and then start appreciating, what I have again instead of going to bed all messed up in my head.
And remember, the veil is thin at this time of year. I mean, and some areas, some places where we live, if especially if we do send out a lot of light, what happens if we're sending out light?
Mhm.
Everything that's not light is going to be coming to it.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh my
so
goodness. Yes.
we're sending out light, and they're coming to feed off of
Mhm.
that. And uh, this where we use our stubbornness. Okay, help yourselves, but you can only,
Right.
you can only go so far.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's what, yeah, it's been and I'm sure it's the Wild West for you right now too. But yeah, I'll have I wake up with missed well, not missed. It looks like I had phone calls with my some deceased loved ones. So in my phone records of the night before, it says that I was talking to them. I wasn't. Or like Facebook chats with my deceased relatives pop up, like they're getting ready to message me. And yeah, we have lights flickering, we have electronics going off. I'll be on my phone and all of the apps just close out. Like it, oh, it's been a lot lately between the veil being thin and that super moon. I'm ready for a vacation.
Well, uh, the tradition for me that has always been very helpful is to have a fire. And so that right now, I'll have Al do a fire this afternoon, and
Yeah.
that'll help a lot. Uh,
Yes.
okay, so King of Cups with Beaver, this is the Beaver Moon,
Mhm.
King of Cups, that's going to be water. Uh, uh, so I'm counteracting that with fire.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm using that to help. And if he can't
Yeah.
do that, well, I've got my candle here. I can think
Yeah.
about fire and appreciate fire.
Yep.
So, I I
Yes.
I will counteract. And so when I
Yeah.
say to him, I'll say, yeah, I have to have a fire. He doesn't even say anything. He just starts a fire up. We just sit outside.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I need is I need an outside fire. I have these like really thick incense sticks that have almost like chunks of the herbs on there. And so it does create more of a fire and more smoke. And I put it in one of my plants. I have a plant who likes it. And so I put that in there and like that. And then because I love the smoke. And I'm one of those people, if I can't, I have to have fog or smoke every day. And so if I have a foggy day, I don't crave like lighting incense. But if I don't have a foggy day, then we get the incense going and I get the smoke going. And I don't know what it is. But
Well,
yeah,
that's
I'm
the
thinking,
air That's the air part of it.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that, you're high intuitive. And so the air quality has to do with the intuitive side. That's the quick things.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I think I need a fire tonight.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I know both of my girls would be up for it, so we'll just have ourselves a little fire outside. Um, yeah, actually that's a really good idea. Oh, sorry if you can hear my dog. She just woke up. Um, okay. So I don't know if you I'm so sorry. She is so loud right now.
Oh, I can't
Um,
hear her. Yeah.
okay, good.
She's so
One of the
sweet.
things that I wanted to go through was just traditions this time of year, anything like that. I was thinking through, as I said earlier, when I was talking about the chapters in my book, for some reason, and maybe it's the holidays and everyone's breaking out all of their traditionals, and that's why I feel like I'm more into it this time of year. But I also feel like we're just stuck in the house more once it gets cold, and we need things to do and we need things to celebrate, and stuff like that. So, I wanted to ask you what some of your traditions are. And one of the newer ones that I just started last year, and I've liked it so far, is that we save all of the birthday candles or any celebration candles that we have throughout the year. And then on
That's so
winter
cool.
solstice, we burn them all together. So whatever's left, we just save it.
That is
And
so
it's been,
cool.
yeah, it's been fun. And so even so, like my son, he's 17. I'll even want a candle on a cake for him just so I can have that candle later to burn. But it's so neat to see a year's
Mhm.
worth of memories all together and, to get to celebrate that. So yeah, anyway, what about you? Do you have any?
I love that with the candle. On December 8th, that's our wedding anniversary. And I don't know how we were married in, mm, I forget what year, 80 something. I don't know. I can't remember right now but we've been married a long time. But anyway, what we do is that candle, we light it every year. The same candle that we had at the
Yeah.
ceremony, his and my candle, we'll light
Yep.
those, and then together we light the middle candle that we
Oh, I
had
love
for.
that.
I mean, the thing is old, it's cracked, it's
Yeah,
got a big crack through it, and and
still
Al,
serving its purpose.
yeah, he takes his time wrapping them up, wrapping the candles up and putting them
Oh,
back in the refrigerator.
yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah. I love that tradition. We also I started with my older kids when they were younger is the so we've set up the Christmas tree, and then the first night it's up, we light it all up and then we sleep right under it. The first night it's
Oh,
up. And so it's just just a big, I don't know, a full family
that's
event. And
wonderful.
I'm older now, so I get the air mattresses out because I'm like, I'm not sleeping on a
Yeah,
floor.
yeah.
But it's so fun because the older kids will still do it. So, we have our younger one now, and yeah, they'll still do it. And we all just cram into the living room. And I always get up and turn off the lights eventually just because it is very bright and it's hard to sleep. But it is fun to fall asleep and, you know, see how the beautiful lights twinkling.
God, I think we were married in 79. I think we met in 78.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. And in your first book, um, you talk about meeting Al as a child and then as an adult,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And he
Okay.
remembered it too.
Did he
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, for those listening, Casey's second book is about ready to come out that you can order on Amazon. Um, Secretly,
It's
the
out.
ebook is out. Oh, it is? Oh, okay. All right. So I
Yeah,
know
it's
that,
out.
yeah, I saw the ebook. Okay, so the print version is ready too.
Mhm.
And she is using her books. Oh, I forgot it was what it's called, where you're teaching,
Or,
but through
oh, it's auto auto fiction. It's a cross
autofiction.
between
Okay.
autobiography and fantasy, auto fantasy. That's it. Auto fantasy
Okay.
because it's a
Yeah.
fantasy.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Thank you. And so she's using her books to tell her real life stories and to teach us how to basically live with the veil lifted, how you lift it, and then how you're going to live with it lifted. And anyway, in her first book, she talks about how she met Al when she was just little. Were you like
10,
9, 10? Okay.
10.
Yep. When she was 10, and then met him again. And did you say you knew exactly who he was, or as
Yes,
soon as
the
he touched
moment.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't, he touched me and I wasn't even looking at him. And I knew,
Yeah.
how you
Yeah.
know things.
Yes, you
Hmm
do know things. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. It gives me goosebumps. It's one of my favorite stories. So sweet. Anyway, so yeah, get her first book, and her second book. And
Yeah, this second one, it's called Farsight, and I'm little bit by little bit, I'm trying to explain to everyone through in story way how to farsight, how to see more, how to see beyond in real time, so that we
yeah.
can be here and in real time be seeing something that's going on somewhere else.
Yep. Yes, I love it. I cannot wait. I have the ebook and I'm ordering the print version. I didn't realize it was out, which I should have because you and I have talked about this on the side.
Oh, it just
Um,
came out.
oh,
I
okay.
think
Okay.
yesterday
Oh,
or
okay. So I'm
something
not
like that.
completely. All right.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was like yesterday or maybe the day before. I don't
Okay. Yay. Yes, I can't wait to get it. Yeah, and I would say it's friendly for all ages. I mean, I've been reading it to my 6-year-old, the first
know.
book.
Oh, okay, good.
So I don't know. I don't feel like there's anything in
I
there that,
Yeah, I try not to offend anyone. I try not
yeah,
to. Um,
yeah, yeah. No, I think it's good. And the other thing I like about Casey's book, and I obviously need to get started on the second one, is um it normalizes, and I feel like this is what our podcast is good at, but it normalizes the things that we would do to in our different world lives to stay connected and protect ourselves and communicate with a veil that is either lifted or lifting. And
mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
I just really
Yeah.
recommend them. Uh, anyway, sorry, I took us on a huge long tangent. Were there any other traditions you wanted to
Oh,
share or
this
anything
is
like
the
that?
time of year, especially here. This is when we get out into the woods.
Mhm.
because the bugs are gone. I mean, I'll go out in the woods when the bugs are there if I have to, I'll do that, but I'll dress properly, you know. And as soon as I get back into the house, I'm taking everything off and making sure I get all the bugs off because we have a lot of bugs.
Right, right.
But yeah, as soon as with these cooler nights, it's just wonderful just to just plow through the leaves and plow through the woods.
Yep.
We're so noisy because the leaves are, they're that crispy.
Yes, yeah. And that cooler air, I swear that sound travels so much further than
Yes.
with that humid air. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I was just out this morning and I was taking as big of breaths as I could. Just that fall air is just so good.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I like your tradition of as the weather changes, getting out there and just enjoying your world around
Hmm.
you.
And then we
Yeah.
change our food, as when the seasons change, every season, we change the food around. And so there's more
Yeah.
pumpkin pie spice in everything.
Yeah. Yep. Same. Yeah, we have a lot of soups, a lot
Yes.
of warm comfort
Yes.
food.
Yes. Yes. I love that. I love that. I would eat those kind of things year round, but in the summer when I'm so hot and I have some hot soup, it's like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that as I'm
Yes.
sweating.
We want crisp and refreshing in the summer. Oh,
Yes.
that's hilarious. Um, yeah, and we're past October because I think your family used to have traditions back then or in October. I think you had mentioned those, which yeah. What other traditions do you have? Like, did you have growing up or anything like that?
Oh, I can't think of any other ones other than, you're closing down the garden. This is the time where close down
Yep.
the garden, and Dad would get the big huge, we had a huge garden, and he would get it ready for the ice rink. We would have an
Ooh,
ice rink quite often. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Oh,
so
that is so cool.
the boards would be put into the ground, ahead of time so that when he poured the water in there, it had an edge to it.
Yeah. Oh, so cool. I love that. Yeah, we well, it's gone now, but I would say late September is when we make our bug houses. And so we make well, we call them bug hotels. And we place them throughout the yard so that any of the pollinators can go in and make themselves at home and stay safe. Through the winter and then come out when they're ready in the spring. But I think that's
Yes.
also one of my most favorite traditions that we have is just creating those little bug hotels and keeping everybody safe through the just little things. I I don't know. I think I also just like any tradition. So like what you were saying, walking, getting to enjoy walking outside,
Yeah.
anything that brings us closer to the earth. And maybe that's why I like the bug hotels, is I feel like I am kind of creating my own little community with my little insects in the backyard. But I don't know, I've just been called to commune with the earth more and understand the earth more. And I did not realize how much I didn't do that until I started to really look at my life and how I'm consuming so many things. For example, I was thinking, well, I'm buying sage off the internet. Well, now I have it in my backyard, so I just go get like, why wasn't I doing that before? And it's so much better. And one of the things you were talking about with having fire is, um, so I had harvested some sage and I'm dried it out, and right now it's soaking in olive oil. But I saved all the stems from it and I bundled it up for a fire. So I definitely need to have this fire so I can throw my little sage sticks in there and get to smell them. Just like like the stems that I wouldn't use while I'm making my oils. So yeah.
Another thing my mom would do is in the fall, she would make popcorn balls. You know,
Mm, hmm.
you know how you do that with the marshmallows or something like that. You
Yeah.
would have popcorn balls, and she would make them, and then she would sew a little bag for them, and she would also then donate them to the church for their bazaars. This was the bazaar season, and so anything that you could make for the bazaars, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yes, I forgot. My mom used to make caramel corn. She had these big metal um tub looking things that she would put in the oven. Oh my gosh, our whole house would smell amazing. And she would slow cook it to melt the caramel on the popcorn.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
we
need to
just
bring
got
that
the
back.
regular marshmallow kind.
Yeah, she would like make her own caramel on the stove and drizzle it over the popcorn and then slow cook it. Oh my
Wow.
gosh, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, I think she would take that to the church too, now that you're saying that. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
this was the bazaar season, so everyone was, raising money for the church.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that was mostly my traditions besides just harvesting what's in the yard. And I absolutely love harvesting bundles of herbs and hanging them from the ceiling in my kitchen. I know people walk into our house like, who is this crazy woman? The first probably 3 days, our kitchen smells so good, just with the herbs drying. Oh,
Mhm.
like everyone walks through the kitchen just like
Yeah.
sniffing the whole way through. But then after that, they're dry. You can't really smell them, but I just like I like just seeing them in the kitchen. I like seeing that nature inside of my house. So yeah. I don't know any more traditions or any things that you like to do this time of year?
Well, Grandma said that when she was young, that always in the fall is when the women in her family would, speaking of the church, that's made me remember it. She said they would bring the oils to the church and they would oil down the benches, the pews.
Yeah,
And that was one thing that they did every fall. And
yeah,
they would take their time and with every stroke, you're putting joy and love into every stroke with your cloth across the pews.
mhm. Yes. Ooh, I like that. That's a good
And
idea.
she wasn't really into church or anything, but just like, Mom, she was the real people, and she'd put the real people energy
Yeah.
into the pews
Yes.
because
Yeah.
the church had been there as long as her family had been there.
Mhm. And the people attending are like, man, it just feels so good in here. I wonder
Yeah,
why.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Well, anyone listening, on YouTube or Substack, comment any of your traditions or anything you do this time of year. Like I said, I feel like we're just inside more, and I love reading about what other people are doing and finding new things for my family to do. So I think it's fun. And what a great way to connect with your home, your family, your community, your yard, everything. Like you're building a very strong connection through your traditions. So yeah, I love that topic.
I do too.
Yeah. All right. Anything else that I missed for today's podcast?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, awesome. Well, I hope everybody has a good Wednesday. And I apologize for our podcast getting out late today. That is my fault. And we'll be back on schedule next week. Okay, awesome. Bye, everybody.
Bye.